Hey y'all, this video is about women and women who are stupid. The funny thing about me and all my exes is that literally what we had in common was that all my exes hated women just as much as I did, which is hilarious since I'm a woman. Why did I? I don't know. My stepmom was horrible. I always felt like she never loved me. She was a clean freak. She was cold, heartless, callous. All she cared about was her stupid meals, her stupid meatloaf, keeping the house spotless. She had all these rules after she married my dad when I was 10 years old, that after anybody took a shower, they had to wipe down the whole shower with the sponge, not leave any water spots, because she didn't want any water spots on her shower. Anytime we made something in the kitchen, we had to make sure that we wiped off the counters. There better not be any crumbs on that counter. Did she threaten us with beating us? No, but we all were afraid of her, you know? We had to put our shoes in just the right place, right next to each other. There was a spot for the shoes. She was heartless, man. She was a total, heartless, cold biatch. It was crazy. And then my mom, I don't know, she screamed at me quite a few times. I thought my mom was going to kill me about, 4 or 5 times. She was scary. My mom was scary. So when I was a kid, I was growing up thinking I never want to grow up to be a woman. I don't want to grow up to be anything like my mom or my stepmom. You know? So I played basketball. I was kind of a tomboy. You know, I had a big brother. I wanted to be like my big brother. I wanted to be exactly like my big brother. So guess what I did? He worked at Pizza Hut, did pizza delivery, and he was a manager for like 7 or 8 years. So then I worked at Pizza Hut, and I was a delivery driver. Then eventually I became a manager at Papa John's, you know? I was like, I want to be just like my big brother. I don't want to be like my mom. I don't want to be like my stepdad, or either of my grandmas, or any of my aunts. But my big brother, he was cool. I was like, I want to be just like him. He smoked, I smoked. He liked drinking a little bit, I liked drinking a little bit. He was severely into pot. I never really got into pot. That was like the one thing I was like, nah, I'm good. Anyways, I think a lot of people go through that, and that leads to like gender confusion. You know, they don't want to be like the same gender people that they knew in their family, or teachers, or friends, or whatever. They want to be more like an opposite gender person. So then women want to imitate a man. That doesn't mean that you're lesbian, though. It just means that you want to be more like a guy than a woman. It doesn't mean you have to be gay. You just have to find a guy that wants a tomboy, you know? That's all. It doesn't mean you have to be gay. You just have to find a guy that likes men more than women, you know? So he'll be looking for a tomboy, right? Or on the flip side, you know, say you're a guy, but you're kind of soft, you seem kind of feminine. You just have to find a woman that prefers feminine men over tough guys, you know. And I think most women flip-flop back and forth, like I think I did. I had a tough guy, and then a pansy guy, and then a tough guy, and then a pansy guy, and then a tough guy, and then a pansy guy. Because us women get a little bit scared of the tough guys, so then we go for a pansy guy. Because the pansy guys seem safer, but they're not really safer. You know why? Because the pansy guys, they sweep everything under a rug. They go along to get along. They don't want to rock the boat, but then at some point they snap. And you're like, oh, that's what happened with my baby daddy. He was kind of a pansy guy. You know, he didn't want to rock the boat. He didn't want to get mad. He was nice. He was sweet. Then finally, 2.5 years into us being together, he snapped. Was it my fault? I don't know. But I told you guys the story. My son tried to go in his room, and he was like, Dada! Opened his door, tried to go see him. He picked up our kid, threw him out in the hall. Not like threw, but I think he was forceful. And slammed his bedroom door in the kid's face. So he took out the anger he had on me on our son. Or maybe he had anger at our son. I don't know. For whatever reason. But he was a pansy guy. But the anger's still there. It's just under the surface. You know? It's just under the surface. So don't be fooled, ladies, by these nice guys, these pansy guys. Like, oh, he's so nice. Like, okay, just wait. he'll have a moment. He'll flip. He'll snap. Same for the nice girls. They'll snap eventually. Everybody has their breaking point, you know. No, nobody will just put up with stuff forever. There was that movie, Daddy's Home, and the dad is talking to the stepdad, and he's like, I don't know how you do it, man. I mean, like, you take shit better than anybody. Like, you're really good at taking shit. And he's like, I can't do that. I just can't. But that's how you gotta be, you know. And that's that movie is the perfect example of what I'm talking about. The tough guy and the pansy guy. The dad was the tough guy. The stepdad's the pansy guy. The pansy guy seems like the safer option, but is he? I don't know. I don't know. Every man, every woman has to make this decision when they're looking for somebody to live with, when they're dating. Are you going to go with the tough guy or the pansy guy? Are you going to go with the tough woman or the pansy woman? You know? The pansy woman seems nicer. She seems safer. But you never know. You never know. The point of this video, the moral of this story is don't be a yes man. Don't be a doormat. Don't just take it and take it and take it, because eventually you're going to flip. If something makes you mad, say it. If something pisses you off, say it. Whatever you're feeling, your anger is a feeling that you're supposed to express in words. If you don't express it in words, you're going to go punch a hole in the wall or punch your mate. You know? Yeah, or punch your kid or punch your dog or whatever. You got to express it in words. You got to express it in words. That's why I started making these videos. It's like my own therapy for myself. And in so doing, and me talking, maybe I'm helping y'all with your own little relationship issues. Hopefully. Whatever you're feeling, say it. Express it. Tell that person why you're mad, what you're mad about, what they can do differently. I tried doing this with my ex, and I was just like, my goodness, it wasn't working. And sometimes it doesn't work. And that's what some people think. They're like, why should I express what I want to change if they're never going to change? Then you take a break. You take a time out. You're like, you know what? You're not going to change? Fine. Then I don't have to live with you for a while. Goodbye. Go find somebody else for a while. If you can't find anybody else, you can come back. It's your decision. But I tried expressing calmly, I promise it was calm, to my ex about him slamming the door. Every single time he would come in at midnight from work, slam the door, slam the screen door, wake up me and our baby. And I was just like, that's so rude. So like 3 times I showed him, you got to turn the handle on the screen door, close it quietly. Did he do that? No. He just kept slamming the screen door. I don't know if he was just doing it to piss me off. I still don't know. You guys can pray for us about that. Because now I'm waiting for him to figure out what he wants. You know? Like, why did he continue to slam the door? Did he want me to leave? Did he want me to ask him to leave? Obviously, he wanted to break up. Or was he one of those people where he thought that I would never leave? Just because we had a kid together. He was like, oh, she's not going anywhere. She's never going to leave. I can do whatever I want. Right? A lot of people are like that. Oh, they're not going anywhere. I can treat them however I want. Okay. Everybody's capable of leaving anybody at any time. You know? Nobody's stuck. Nobody's stuck with you. You're not stuck with anybody else. Anybody can decide for themselves what they want to do. Everybody is a free agent. You're not stuck. You're not stuck at your job. You're not stuck in your house. You're not stuck with the person you're living with. You're not stuck. You have options. And just pray about it, you know? Pray about it. Ask God, what are all your different options? And get into a place where you're happy. Where you're happy. Before you start punching holes in the walls. God loves y'all. God bless. Bye.